Yo, today,
EP is dropping.
EP is dropping, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is this? What the hell is this EP about?
What
Because you've been giving us like, you gave us Mood, I think. Oh, no, you gave us,
Frustrated.
Frustrated. No, first you gave us, what's the first one?
Glue.
Then you gave us Haunted. Then you gave us a 2-piece. So what are you trying to tell us? So what's this?
Story time.
I mean, obviously for the full story, you're gonna have to listen to the EP and that. But
Come on, bro.
yeah, it's called I Love You, but I'm in a bad mood. And so far, you guys have heard the I Love You part and the mood. There's an intermediate section.
Okay.
But yeah, what can I say? I don't know.
What's it about?
I mean, okay, so I was in a long-term relationship. Yeah, this is such a cringy story to tell, but I was in a long-term.
Tell it, bro.
There we go.
I was in a long-term relationship. Probably, well, my first relationship, first official relationship, and that lasted a couple of years. And when it ended, it was probably the most important decision I ever had to make in my life, and the hardest decision I ever had to make. And I didn't want to make this project. Yeah, I actually didn't want to make this music, but this is everything that just kept coming out. Every studio session, no matter where I was, whether it was Ireland or whatever, it was just this topic. Do you get me? And
So you had to address it.
yeah, and like I wasn't actually making a project or anything at the time.
Just
I was
making
just
music.
making music, and
Would you say you were heartbroken?
I guess, but it was my it's
I know it was your decision, but like
it's an
the
awkward
fact,
decision.
the fact that all you could make was music about this thing.
Yeah, I was,
Yeah.
and it was weird because I feel like I was talking about this situation even before it happened. You get me? The music I was making before this situation happened, even found its way onto this project. You get me? But yeah, long-term relationship ended, made music. It accumulated to a project, and for me, this just feels like my closure piece. Like this is me finally putting this situation
To bed.
you get me? And now I can move on and become who I'm supposed to be.
That's actually just that's a nice concept too, isn't it? I just like, do you feel like she'd feel like you are obsessed?
What a question, dude. What a question.
I guess if we did,
I feel like Tyler made the cut. No, but the reason I say that is because obviously, like, the relationship must have been done like last year. Was it last year?
it's almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years, and then now you still make like
Yeah,
it seems because people don't know the process. But like, so do you feel like or the people involved would feel like you're obsessed or something?
If we didn't have, from just to answer for her, like if we didn't have the friendship or the relationship that we have, then yeah, 100% it could come across like this guy's just obsessed with me. But we're cool, and she's heard some of the songs, and she was kind of even there when I was making some of the songs. and stuff,
wow,
you get me?
mad.
That's
So
mad.
so it's like, yeah, like this is just something that just had to come out, like, and she understands, so it is what it is. But I guess outside of that, other people will definitely look at it like, this fella's obsessed with this girl, like,
Bro, you know when you released Glue? It was clear as day what you're talking about.
Claire.
I called him, bro. I was like, bro, is he talking about what I think he's talking about? Like, it was clear as day.
it feels weird to release the music now, especially that this is an old story, and it's also weird releasing this type of music in Ireland. It feels like everyone knows.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's
Everybody
true.
knew
It's like a
even
business
before the
being out
music,
there.
but now it's like the music is almost like I'm telling on myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to be honest, you're
Do you
nice. That's what you speak to
Yeah.
the music.
Have you had to had like the conversation about like, yo, bro, what are you talking about?
Every time, and I'm cool. I'm glad that I'm doing this because I was actually trying to create like almost like an interview documentary type thing, just to explain this whole situation, this whole story, whatever, so that if anybody asks to just direct them to that, because I have to keep answering.
Yeah. How long have you been sitting on these songs? Just
it's
to
been a year and a half.
Okay, so that's context. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So even just like, do you feel like artists in Ireland are even? So you just literally talked about, made a project about a breakup or just a relationship that you had. Yeah. Do you feel like Irish artists are even speaking on real life issues? Right. So here will be For me, I don't.
Any questions about the Irish side?
I know. But I'm just maybe this could inspire some, to start talking about something real, right? Like I feel like for the longest time I've not heard from an Irish act, maybe one or two songs here and there, but anything that's real for them. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like everyone's talking about money and cash, and you.
That's mainly like rappers though. I feel singers
is different.
talk about
It's different.
They do.
Yeah. Okay.
It's different.
But that's my
Some.
That's my problem with
some,
the
yeah.
scene.
Some.
like a tiny few.
Yeah, one of the thing that, especially the rappers, and you guys need to change. Stop talking about money
That you don't have.
and you get your child leap card. Let's go.
No, they don't get.
No,
They hop the loose.
Realistically, if we grow up in an environment where everything is calm and everything's blessed, there's no beef, there's nothing really bad happening,
something-
what are you gonna talk about? Like, what can you talk about that's exciting to talk about? Every day is the same.
To be honest,
No, dead ass though.
to be honest,
That's the day I got the Lewis and I went to college.
But I think that's
sorry, guys, I'm
that's
sorry.
what makes the amazing artist. You get me? Like, you can turn this boring
Bro,
everyday life into
that's
like
the
story.
thing. That should be the goal. Do you know what I mean? How do I tell my life story
Yeah.
and make it like digestible in the most like interesting way possible?
But what annoys me is because I'll talk to artists, and we're having the most most potent conversation. We're talking about all these different things. I'm like, why don't I hear this side of you in the music?
That's hard. Because
They should invest in songwriters. then.
because I think because I think a lot,
Shots?
yeah.
Like,
Because I think a lot, yeah. But even getting the perfect sentence
That's
out
crazy.
is the hardest thing to do in the world.
are you an
I'm a
artist?
genius here.
Huh?
Are you an art? Can you call yourself a rapper or an artist if you can't articulate what's on your
Facts.
Oh, that's a bar.
Percy,
That's a
spot
bar.
me.
That's a bar.
Nah, facts.
No.
Facts.
That's a bar.
All of us want to
That's
chop
a bar.
Facts. Give me some of that.
Now,
Nah,
I'm
that's so
like,
true.
'cause
Anointed
to be
to
honest,
function.
the whole point of an artist is to capture emotions, capture thoughts,
yeah.
capture
Yeah.
ideas.
That's so
and
true.
present it to all of us. Because that's not what I don't know how to do that.
So you're not a rapper.
I'm clearly not.
It's true. I never thought about it like that.
It's actually
Bro.
true.
I think is how glamorized that art has been outside of just the art itself. That's what makes people feel like, oh yeah, I can do this as well. I want to do this as well. But the reason why you like that person in the first place is because they said something that you connected with. Do you get me? Something that you feel like, oh, I want to be that, or I like that, or whatever. Do you get me?
Yeah, no, I do hear that. Do you feel like? I know there's like whack artists in the country. Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get in trouble. But do you speak to them and do you tell them like? Because I know, real talk, people look at you like you're the guy. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You did Longitude, you performed main stage. Like I do know,
Cloud.
bro. I remember I was coming from work that day. I've come. The queue is mad for Longitude. And thanks for the guest list, bro. Still have to pay €10. Pay me.
You're not grateful. You're not grateful.
Bro, I remember I've gone through it and I'm hearing it was surreal. It's
Yeah.
I'm hearing
I was there, bro.
Yeah,
in the
my
crowd.
Yeah, my best friend's voice on these massive speakers and I can't see him. Right? And so then I'm running and then I'm just looking at the crowd. The crowd is a sea of people vibing to your
mad,
music,
yeah.
right? You've done that, you've done amazing shows, you've done an album, and people look at you as a top guy. You've been on TV. I remember people just say, like, is that your friend on TV? I'm like, guy, have you not seen me on YouTube? You know what I mean? But like it's like, bro, like people look at you like yeah, don't laugh. You're not seeing me on YouTube. But like, well, people look at you like that guy. So what advice do you give to people? I'm obviously not coming for people who are like whack, but like if you don't think people's music are great, do you tell them? Or do you like what advice do you give them?
I used to lie. Not lie in the sense like, oh, that's sick, bro. But like, well, yeah, I did. I went from that to cool, like, and not saying anything to, bro, just more critical, I guess, like, oh, or constructive, I would say. But with my opinion, and as the disclaimer is like, oh, I personally think this could have gone here instead of this, blah, 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 blah. But my word really doesn't mean anything. If you feel like this is what you want to make and this is what's gonna
Yeah,
work
go
for you.
off, yeah.
Do your thing. Do you
Yeah.
get me? But this is what I think about it. That's as far as I go now. Cause
How is that how is that taken by a lot of the people you speak to? Is that like received well?
like for the most part, yes. But there has been some people who expressed that they didn't want to hear that constructive criticism. Do you get me? And most of
Was it an ego thing or was it just?
you know what? I feel like in those situations they didn't ask for my opinion.
But you just giving it to
You get
them.
me? But it was a situation where they wanted me on a song or whatever, and then I just offered my opinion on the song.
Which I think you should be able to do if you're
Yeah.
getting on the song.
Do you get me? Do you get me?
Yeah, I think this is whack.
But, yeah, they didn't
No,
really-
honestly, like you shouldn't like not be able to speak and then you'll be on a wax song. Then people are going to associate you with that
Yeah,
wax song.
exactly.
Yeah, but they didn't really take that well. But I think I think really for me what it is now, like when I talk to artists, if someone says, "Oh, I want to be an artist" or whatever, all right, cool. Why do you want to be an artist? Yeah, like is it because there's two routes? There's the art and then there's the fame. That's like the two routes. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, whatever you decide. Now, if you say I want to do for the art, what is your message? Like what
Are you saying?
what are you
What is the
saying?
content of your
Why
music,
should
yeah.
people care about what you're saying? Because there's a whole world of music. Do you get me? Why should we care about what you have to say? And then figure out like how people perceive you right now and how you want to be perceived. And then that way it's like it's easier to kind of compartmentalize like, okay, this is the music I make. This is the audience I want to touch on.
Yeah.
This is the video I'm going to use to express my message further and stuff. Like if you know what your message is, you won't just be on any blog for the sake of it. You get me? You'll know that my message fits this blog more than this one.
Oh yeah. There's like so with you especially, right? There's intent behind everything.
Yeah.
Everything is very intentional.
Yeah.
So it's very obvious that
And
it
everyone
is.
can see.
Do you know what I mean?
Like I put on my story. You have the best videos in the country.
Yeah,
No cap.
No cap.
No
Bro,
cap.
This guy showed me.
No cap.
This guy showed me a video that wasn't even done. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't even finished. He goes, he showed it to me. I was like, yo, this is whack. He goes, yeah,
Drop
it's
that
not-
tomorrow.
He goes, it wasn't even edited. I goes, yeah, like, you know, I was like,
just shout out to Nathan for all
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
Nathan, Key, Nick, Keith, Marcus,
What's your for let's say mood for example, yeah.
and Richard. Shout out to Richard.
Let's say
just shout everybody out on Diffusion Labs.
yeah, let's say for mood for example, like is that one shooting day for all of them?
Mood and Frustrated were shot on the same day.
Okay. And how how do you draw that up? Because for me, the hardest thing for me is when an artist paints a picture. So a video, in my opinion, should be a picture of the song.
So, yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And I think when the picture is painted accurately,
Yeah.
how
did you make that happen?
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where did you draw those lines? Where did you decide that? Oh, this is how I'm going to paint a picture of the song.
I think this is why the message is so important. It's like when I figured out what I wanted the EP to be about and why I was making the EP or whatever, it was easy to see, okay, visually I would like to tell it like this and I want to look like this in the video and I want to have this persona in the video, whatever. And then you just, for me anyways, I'm blessed to have someone like Nathan who can take my message or what's in my mind and kind of visualize
Does
it.
he direct it?
Yeah, he does.
He's sick.
He's bro.
Sick.
Hey, hey.
Nathan's is a whole other conversation. It's a whole other conversation.
Crazy, crazy.
Even just bringing the conversation of not even necessarily music, yeah, but even just for the boys, all of us, right? Like you're doing music, and I will assume you want to make it in music, yeah. And whatever we do, yeah, right. That's a goal.
I was like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, nigga, what we did. So if you don't make it, are you happy?
If I don't make it,
Yeah.
Do you know what was the definition of make it?
So you have a goal.
No, but I'm asking his
Okay.
definition because your definition of make it could be, bro, I need to be driving a Lambo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and if
So your definition of making it
Is it like
it's
global
Yeah. And
or a
if
bit more smaller?
for me, I know I'll have made it when I'm able to facilitate other people's dreams.
my guy,
that's good. And if you don't do that, are you happy?
No, I don't think so.
So your happiness is equates to
I mean, making music
Make me-
makes me happy. Like, and that's like before I know this is gonna sell or whatever. It's just the actual process of making music makes me happy. Do you get me? Or talking about music or listening to music, that makes me happy. But I don't think I'm searching for happiness. I'm searching for joy. Do you get me? Like that kind of like, oh, I was able to leave something for the world that was much more than music. Do you get me?
Okay, so it's not. So your goal is not necessarily like being the top of the charts or
It's leaving a good,
that's crazy.
great
You never,
legacy.
Yeah, you never really heard it from rappers like, or people just kind of want to be
Driving
famous
big cars, fame,
you know what I
on
mean?
all the sites.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I want to have nice things and stuff. Everybody wants to have nice things, but
I want to sell.
I don't think
That's not the main
that's
goal.
not guiding my decisions. You know? Like, I'm not making decisions knowing that I'm getting closer to this car, I'm getting closer to this house. I'm just making my decisions knowing that I'm getting closer to, I guess, getting to that place where I can actually create something for someone else, or someone can come in and be like, yo, I really want this and I have this in my heart. I'm like, all right, cool, I can make that happen.
Bro, literally like 4 days ago, right? I'm in my bed and I was so I don't know. Do you know? I'm 23. I'm going 24 now. Yeah. You know? Do you guys? I don't know if it happens for you lot. Yeah. Every time you get closer to a new age, it's like this depression comes upon you. Like
every year.
it's like
I'm in there right now.
yeah. We're in the same place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's this massive depression. Like it feels like almost I'm losing out on time, and I haven't done what I thought. I'm not where I imagined I was gonna be when I was maybe 18. So I was like, oh, I'm 24. I'm gonna be out of my house and do you know what I mean? But I'm here. And then I literally had to get myself out of the bed, go on a walk. And it's weird. No one told me to do this. I've put in my AirPods and I start recording. And I'm talking to myself, walking around Tyler, right? And I've come back home and I realized that my purpose is influence over income, right? And so income is not necessarily money. Income is anything that gratifies me. Like that makes me feel like I'm the guy.
Yeah.
I want to live this life and influence somebody else.
That's
You got what I'm saying? And literally, it kind of kept me grounded. It kind of made me say, yo, listen, yes, you may not have everything that you see on social media, but you can impact someone's life and change his whole life around by what you stand for, what you do. Do you know what I mean? So it literally helped me to be like, I don't need to be having $1 million right now. As long as I'm doing what I'm doing right now, is helping somebody, at least one person, I'm happy in this life. Do you know what I mean?
And you know that mindset is not common.
Yeah.
People want it the other way around. And it's just the same with me. Influence is very key because you can have all the... It depends on how you're brought up as well.
Yeah.
And what you want in life. Because if you want money, then fine, go get your money. But once you're dead, people are not going to remember you. And your name needs to hold weight. It doesn't have to hold weight like around the whole world, but your community. People have to know that, oh, this guy is dead. Oh my God, look at what he did. Look what he did there. Look what he did there. And influence is very, like you said, you won't be happy, but your goal is to make other people's dreams come true, basically.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Because I keep thinking about music as like the selfish thing. Like, this is for me.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, I feel like my purpose is for others. And someone said it to me in a different way, though. Shout out to Preacher. He was like, rich is what you make yourself, but wealth is what you do for others. You know what I mean? And that's basically what I'm searching for, wealth.
Do you know what? I think once you attach yourself to things that are bigger than you, it's easier to live.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's easier to get up in the morning. Because, like, bro, this phone, I bought it, it's not a year old and it's already old.
Yeah.
Fam.
iPhone 12. I've
You get what I'm trying to say?
slap our face.
No, but like, it's not a year old, but it's an already an old phone.
Things
Do you know what I mean?
come.
So if you attach yourself to fleeting things like materials, then you like literally you have a time span. Every single year you need to change up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you attach yourself to things that are bigger than,
And that's why I asked, is your goal attached to your happiness? And if your goal is influence and making something happen for somebody, but the moment you do that on even a small scale,
It's big.
you're happy.
Yeah,
Like,
happy.
have you ever done something for somebody and you're like,
Yeah.
and you just feel so much joy? And it's like, yo, bro, the guy only needed €10. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I find happiness buying other things for other people rather than myself.
Yeah.
To see
Do
the
you
joy
know
in
what
the face. And back to what Tom was saying, like, we've bought all the Apple products. What now? What now?
Bro, literally,
Go home and cry.
What
bro,
now?
in a year time is old.
Like I was telling you boys, I want to get a new laptop because of space.
Yeah.
When I get that new laptop, I'm gonna need more space.
Are you gonna need something else? Like we. That's what I'm saying. In life, we always like. There's things that we always need at different times of our life. I remember when I was 18. Like it was college. You're begging your mom 30 euro for your leave card the week.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? And now I'm worried about a whole new thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In the next 5 years,
Gonna be
God
a
knows
new
where we're
change.
going to be.
Fam.
Change. So change.
I'm worried about my kids. Oh my God. What you reckon? You reckon you'll not have kids in 5 years?
I reckon you will, man.
I say you will.
I reckon 2 years.
Bro, what's going on, man?
2 years.
Are you married?
When they're married, the next year.
Oh, bro.
He's gonna pop out
Usually,
kids.
this
No,
go
no.
easy.
No.
No,
Like
but,
that, like
but,
that.
but when did you not think you
Bro,
could
I
have kids?
don't know. Don't put that in the air, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's move on to this
Move
subject.
on.
Guys, kids and your extension.
Dave, move on,
bro.
move
Come
on.
bro.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I think every man's life goal should just be a full-time dad.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I hear that,
No,
Percy. I hear that.
bro.
What are you talking about?
I've already
heard
been
that.
on that. I've already been on that.
What do you mean?
In my head, no, I feel like I'm put on this earth to be a father. Dead ass.
I feel like every man should
Well,
just...
yeah,
like fatherhood is extreme.
one of your duties now.
No, because don't get me wrong.
Dave.
Do everything.
Yeah,
do
so that
Do
everything.
everything else.
I think that should be more
That's your
motivation.
primary.
Like, more motivation to do every single thing that you desire to do now. When you have a kid, you should put all your
All.
time into him.
To
All
the
the
kid,
time,
yeah. I
Who
hear
else is gonna teach you?
I
Do
know.
you know what
I
I mean?
hear. Okay,
And
that's
it's
what
like-
you're talking about.
And
Yeah, I
then
hear
it's
you.
like it's like
What do
you
you
know
think
what?
I was?
That all you should do is have kid.
Nah.
And then the most important thing for me as well is like being the man that I can like look at my child and say, this is who
Be
I
like
am.
me.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Because and the thing is,
Yeah.
it's not even be like me because you need to be the person that you want your child to be.
Yeah.
Because your child will learn more of examples.
Yeah.
Your child will learn more from seeing you do these things than don't do that. It's like, well, Dad,
Yeah.
you do it.
That's what I mean by be like me, as in
Yeah.
terms of like I'm
Lead by
gonna
example,
show
yeah.
you, and I want you to want to even. Fam, the thing is like, I want my kids to even want to be like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like I want to be as motivated as he is, as caring. Like I want to do PDA, not that crazy.
I
PDA.
will, 100%.
I ain't gonna grab my wife's ass in front of my
It
kid.
will shock you.
No, because hey,
Tommy, cool down.
your kid will be
Your
going
kid will
around.
go
No,
to someone to school.
Auntie Funke.
I know,
my dad did that to
no.
mommy.
You see, there's age
No way.
specific things you do.
Age specific.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that when your child is like 4 and impressionable.
Okay. When would
Well,
you do?
when your child is older and they know that you and mommy get jiggy. You get me?
Jiggy on deck.
That is tough.
You know-
Because I said, how did you came here?
Like that, God bless you.
I'd say your mom.
Whoa.
Mic that. Thank you.
To be honest, I can't. What I said last week was mad.
I can't remember.
Host what I said.
You say a lot of mad shit.
Anyways, yeah. Well, boys, what brings you happiness?
What I just said there, like influence over income.
Oh, what you told me.
Just being better.
What do you mean better?
Like improvements at all times. Like
Okay.
I'm really attached to the idea of me being better than yesterday.
Okay. There's
Yeah,
that prayer.
man.
There's that prayer. Don't let your yesteryears be better than your tomorrow.
Yeah. Like I'm like even
Is
and
that
it's
the Nigerian person?
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it? Yes.
and like it's incremental growth as well. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I'd be happy if I'm able to edit this episode quicker than I did yesterday.
Yo,
Do you get what I mean?
well, you answer. What makes you happy?
Happiness, family.
Do you know what as well? I don't like the
That's
idea of happiness because I think it's
Short-lived.
short-lived. It's
Yeah.
like what
But we
brings you
know what we
joy?
mean by
Yeah,
happiness,
yeah.
though. Do you
Yeah,
know
no,
what I mean?
but I'm very intentional about the words I use and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather use the
What
word joy.
word? Joy. Yeah.
Yeah, what brings me joy? I'm like, yeah, being
At
better
me,
every day.
it's
Joy
definitely
is
family.
fleeting as well, though.
I think
It's only the joy of the Lord that's not fleeting.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say. Because like joy and
Yeah.
happiness is like is the
I
same
guess
thing
you're
without.
synonymous. Yeah.
It's
What would you guys say? Do you guys have a trait, a characteristic of yourself that you would not want your child to have?
Procrastination.
Say that again.
I'm bad. I'll I'll do it like in 2 seconds. It's tomorrow. I haven't done it.
mine is a list, bro. Like if you're
I
talking
don't like
if you're talking
same
about
here.
David now, 23-year-old, there's a lot of things I don't want there's a bear. That's what I'm trying to say. And like, there's good things that I'd love my child to take. You know what I mean? But this,
There's a lot.
He's gonna be
things.
10 times both good and bad.
Yeah,
things
I know.
of you.
Yeah.
I know. I'm that's why I'm praying he takes my wife's.
Nah, it's a boy. He's gonna.
This is you.
It's gonna look up to you.
Yeah, but
100% fact.
Yeah.
he's gonna be cool though. but the bad side is gonna be bad, isn't it? You know that ones. Yeah.
No, that one.
The worst thing is like there's aspects of me that I've worked on removing and eradicating. I hope those things don't come with my child.
Yeah.
That's the ones that bothers me. Like
I would even say take note of how you got rid of them, so you could teach that.
Teach
to
it.
him.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. What about you?
Lack of discipline.
Yeah.
I think that's
one of
that's
them.
another
on my
one.
list.
That's another
One of them on my
that's
list.
that's
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Hey, would you want your daughter to date someone like you?
Actually, would.
He has a quick way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a quick one.
Most guys will say, "What do you mean by?"
they go, me now?
I watched the show. I've heard you.
That was Sammy. Sammy was like, bro,
Me now.
my answer is in tenfold.
Nah, I hear that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's good. That means you're a good person.
What did you guys say to that? Say?
Bro, let's go listen back. Wait,
Nah.
I don't even think we answered it.
I don't think I couldn't answer it. I couldn't answer it.
I don't.
Why?
My daughter to date someone like me now,
What's wrong with
she'd
you now?
enjoy it. You know, because she'd enjoy because of my good sides. I think for myself, my good sides are very, very good.
Big man.
Very good. You enjoy love. I'm romantic, guys. I'm very romantic.
He actually is.
He
No cap.
is.
He actually is.
Bro, if there's one thing you are, you're that.
Guy is a
I'm
spam.
definitely
Man's
am.
rowing 15
Guys,
pounds an hour
guys,
a week.
could
A week.
on.
Bro.
Mad.
Why wouldn't you then?
No, I'm romantic as well, bro.
No, I mean like, why wouldn't you want your daughter to?
No,
Like you?
Do you know?
like you said, I said me now, but me before. It's not like I was a bad guy. I just wasn't like
Just didn't know anything.
emotionally available like that.
Yeah, and emotionally intelligent as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
That's a key.
Like I didn't take regard for people's feelings as I do now.
Yeah, and I think really and truly, I think that was because of like, for me, it was like open circle, just kind of like talking to people. who've
Yeah,
gone
that
through
was a
some
good one as well.
The maddest things. It just made me, okay, yo, there's other people in this world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to be considerate of everyone's feelings and stuff like that. So
People come from mad stuff.
crazy.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, man.
And your boys.
Where's your head at?
First two guys.
Look at each other every time.
What was the first dilemma?
Yeah.
No, it was
The first dilemma.
it was the
Tree.
no, not 3 years. The year and a half. It's essential sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm really sorry. I really feel like he's gonna need it. Especially, do you know what? If he said the word essential, then start mourning the end of a relationship, darling. What was the second one?
I like that word you're using, morning.
Oh, it's coming to
3
an end.
years. 3 years
Like
trust
it.
issues.
Just you need to find healing, but I feel that's found through thinking through the situation that you were in intentionally, like with like a clear mind, like think about it intentionally, process everything that has happened, and accept what has happened and try and move on from it.
And stop.
Stop. You know yourself.
Mr. Stop.
Stop because your mom said, and stop because you got it.
I say you gotta.
You gotta stop.
You gotta stop. Where's your head at?
Yeah, man. Same thing as Tommy. Just obviously, I think for all of them, just go through process. In everything, just go through process. Go through what you need to go through. I think people shy away from that too much, but yeah, you need to do that. The guy, you should stop, and the one who's saying stop with the sex, essential sex, you both need to work on your willpower massively, or they're the thing there, fam. You know them ones there, fam, because you end up in the pregnancy room. And yeah, man, shout out to Jaffa for coming in. We love.
Love, bro.
Appreciate you guys.
Where's your head at?
I would say EP coming out November 6th.
Hey,
I love you, but I'm in a bad mood. I'll also say.
This guy's media trained.
I'll also say stop letting social media dictate your growth
Facts.
process.
Say that again, bro.
Facts.
Say that
You
again,
don't
bro.
have to be in a relationship right now. You don't have to have sex. You don't have to do all of these things.
Real talk.
And yeah, that's that really.
Love Jaffa.
Yeah, man.
Where's your head up, bro?
My head's all over the shop, but Hashi, I want to. Officer is doing bits, man. He's doing
Shout out to
bits.
Officer, man.
That's where my head's at. Officer,
Big shout out
bits.
to
Back to
Officer,
back.
fam.
Plugged in, mixtape madness,
Fire in the booth.
fire in the booth. Link.
Mad about bars.
Yeah,
He's doing bits.
Yeah,
doing
in
bits.
fact, just okay, cool down. Let others.
No, I think
No,
I
no,
think
no. What is going? Keep going, man.
Keep going,
Keep
bro.
breaking
going,
down
bro.
walls, bro.
Yeah, we'll give others a chance now.
Nah.
Nah, stop.
he's not-
And
When
you
it
know what
gets there,
I rate that he
definitely.
keeps waving the flag.
Yeah.
Everything that
Everywhere,
he's doing. Like, shout to
everywhere.
draw, shout to draw. Like, it's
Yeah.
mad.
Like I was watching his fire in the boot. Yeah, Feather was normal.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He did
Yeah,
try to
yeah,
act.
yeah.
He did try to act, man.
Yeah.
It was normal,
Fair
man.
play to him. Yeah.
Shout
big
to you,
up.
bro.
Big ups, Officer. Yeah, love every time. Thank you so much, Jaffa, for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
I love you, but I'm in a bad mood. Is out now on all. Yeah, because when the time is. Yeah, come on. Bro. But yeah, love.
Dudes.
Thank you, bro.
Peace.